everyone and welcome to Creative Cakes by Sharon. I hope you've had a great month of June and it's time for my second vlog, so let's jump straight into it. I'm going to take a look back at what I did in June, and it started off with a collaboration with the Squishy Monster, and together we came up with 2 no-bake recipes, and I did choc orange cheesecake jars and Angela from the Squishy Monster did a no-bake chocolate peanut butter pie. My second cake for me was quite a popular one, and it was actually a surprise for a little friend of mine. I'd organised with her mum to make a Shopkins cake because apparently they're all the rage now with little people, and they're these little toy characters that you can buy and collect them. I think they're up to series 3, there's a series 1, 2 and 3, and the one that I made was actually a limited edition Shopkin out of I think series 1, and the one I made was cupcake clean. So when my little friend Stella watched the video the next morning on her birthday, she was totally surprised that I'd given her a shout out for her birthday. Since then I've had lots of other requests for other little Shopkins characters, so I'll see what I can do for you in the coming months. The next video of mine was part of a Father's Day collaboration with a whole lot of my other Tastemade Network YouTube friends, and my contribution was of course something sweet, and I made a Father's Day inside surprise cake, and inside my cake, as you can see, it had a little bow tie and a cute little mustache. Following that was a summer collaboration with another few YouTube friends of mine, and to that I added a very special cake. It was a summer naked wedding cake, so very simple cake for you to make at home. Really for beginners, you can try this out, and it was just basically stacking some super moist chocolate cakes and decorating with some beautiful summer berry fruits. Now I also did a couple of recipes this month, and I've had lots of requests over the months to share with you my white chocolate mud cake and my raspberry and white chocolate mud cake recipes. So I've done those too, so whenever I use them now in the future, you'll be able to refer back to those recipes. They're absolutely beautiful, they're decadent, and a lot of people who eat that cake of mine tell me that it tastes like vanilla ice cream. So there you go, you'll have to try it, and it's one of my most popular cakes that I make. And lastly, one of the fun cakes I did this month was my emoji roll cakes. I've been wanting to do one of these cakes for quite a while now, so when I did the emoji roll cake, I was really pleased with how that turned out. So I think it's very quick and easy, and it's something you can do without too much preparation, and you can make it relatively quickly when you compare it to making a big cake that's stacked with fondant and all the rest of it. So that's what I did for the month of June. I asked Sharon a question. I had a few of you write to me with some of your questions, and the first one I got was from Betty Boo. So thanks Betty. I got, do I make my own fondant or do I buy it? Well, I don't make my own fondant, I actually buy my fondant, and the fondant I like to use is Satin Ice, both the white and the pre-coloured. So it's really easy for me to work with. I find that in any temperature, whether it's summer, autumn or winter here, it works fine. It softens up beautifully in my hands and it doesn't stick to the table very much. And I find that when I've rolled it out and put it on top of a cake, if I'm covering a cake, I really don't tend to get many cracks or anything like that, so it's really user friendly. And because it comes pre-coloured, I've got all the range of all the colours, and if I need to make something in between, I just mix and match some of the colours together or add a little bit of gel food colouring. I got a few questions from You Made My Day, and she's asking me, how did I learn to make cakes? And what was my inspiration for that? What do I do with my cakes when I'm finished with them? And do I have any kids? Well, I actually learned to make cakes on my own. I'm self-taught. I haven't done any courses or anything like that. I did used to watch my mum when I was little, and she used to love making cakes, and she was very particular about how she decorated them. So I suppose I've got some of my skills from mum. The rest of it's just really looking and learning, and I do have an artistic interest, so I guess some of my creations are based on what I would like to see done, And it's just a matter of sometimes channeling what's in my imagination out into my cake. So I don't always know what the end result's going to be like because it tends to be a work in progress. And my inspiration for my cakes come from everything I see everywhere around me every day. So whenever I'm out or in the kitchen or playing with the kids or anything really, everything I see I'm automatically thinking about how that would translate into a cake or how I could make an interesting cake of that theme or something like that. So I'm always thinking about cakes, and sometimes I'm up late at night thinking about cakes and designs, and unless I write it down I can't go to sleep. So what do I do with the cakes that I make in the videos? Well, some of them I've still got and they sit in my study above my desk giving me inspiration while I'm working away. Some of them get eaten and some of them I just share with friends and cut up and give away. And lastly, do I have any kids? Yes, I've got 3 kids. I've got 1 girl and 2 boys. I've got another question in from Talia Catalan. And Talia wants to know whether the cakes I make are for cake orders or whether I just make them for my YouTube videos. Well, up until about a month ago, they were all just for my YouTube channel really. I was just coming up with ideas and creating cakes just for you guys. And then after I did my Shopkins cake and back a couple of months ago I did an Avengers cake which is for my son, I decided to do them underneath my camera. So now and again, from now on, you'll see perhaps a cake that is for an order, and the rest are just for you guys. And lastly, I've got a question from Pika99, and she's asking me what inspired me to bake cakes. So, well, I used to bake cakes every now and again for my kids and just for family, and it wasn't a thing I would do every week. And then a couple of years ago I made a cake for my nephew, and it was quite a big cake actually, and I had lots of people asking me to do that, and I was still unsure about whether I'd do it or not, and it took a lot of convincing, and about a year later I decided that it was something that I was going to do and that I'd love to teach. So I've always shared my knowledge with people and I've loved teaching, and back years ago I used to tutor some kids in maths and English and that, and so I always loved to teach and help people learn. So I thought what better way than to put down into a video format what I'm actually doing. So, and after having done that, I have to say that it's been very fulfilling because I get lots of great feedback from you guys about what you've learned, and I see these creations each week that people have taken my tutorials and recreated their cakes at home for their own celebrations. So it's a really, really fulfilling activity. So thanks guys for your questions. Don't forget to send some more in for next month and I'll answer them all here for you. So finally, what is in store for the month of July? Well, I've got a birthday call out to a very special friend of mine, and I've made him a Penguins of Madagascar cake, so stay tuned for that, it's just around the corner. I've also got a collaboration coming up, and it's a burgers collaboration. So of course, I'm not cooking a burger, I'm putting a sweet twist on a burger recipe. I'm also going to be dabbling in a few desserts, just like the choc orange cheesecake jar. I'm going to do something this month based on a dessert topic. I've got one of my boys having a birthday this month, so I think I'll try and video the cake that I do for him, so that'll be an interesting one for you. It just depends on what topic he finally settles on. And I'd like to do another roll cake, so I'm up in the air at the moment about what topic I'm going to do. So if you've got any suggestions, there's a couple of weeks before I attempt that, so send them in and I'll see what I can do. So that's it for my vlog this month. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've missed any of the videos, all the links are below for you to go back and check them out. Don't forget that if you're not subscribed to my channel, you might miss some of the videos that are coming up this month, so make sure you click on that subscribe button so that you can stay tuned to all my videos and see them as I release them. I hope you tune in next time, and as always guys, thanks for watching.